Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelica and this is the Angelica Unfiltered channel where I talk about weight loss, fat acceptance, wellness, and stuff like that. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that has already subscribed. At the time that I'm filming this, I already have 1,200 subscribers, which is crazy. I'm super close to being monetized, so I'm very excited for that. I'm going to be posting a video every day until Christmas, so if you want to stick around, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I realized that I haven't been very festive in my videos, and now I'm trying to do this little Vlogmas thing. So I put this shirt on for you guys today. I am wearing a biblically accurate angel. But what's even better is on the back it has like a bunch of angel numbers. So if you're a little spiritual baddie like me, the shirt is from a small business called FSG. If you want to pick up this shirt, you can use my code AngelicaViolet to save 10% off. They have a bunch of other cool t-shirts too, like mostly band stuff and like pop culture related. And the rose quartz toggle necklace I'm wearing is from my small business, Rebirth Jewelry. Use code YouTube10 to save 10% off. But y'all are here for the fat acceptance cringe, so let's get into that.
And by the way, I have a question, and don't fight me because I know how you girls like to tussle.
It says, if y'all are so concerned about fat people's health, why don't you advocate for free healthcare instead of harassing us? In my personal opinion, I don't think fat people usually get harassed about their health. I think a lot of people will try to give solicited or unsolicited advice. And I think it's good to have conversations with people individually, because most of the time when someone is overweight, it's not because of lack of healthcare accessibility. Like, I can acknowledge that there are some factors that will make people overweight, but a majority of the time it is because they overate. It's not because they had lack of healthcare. Especially in my circumstance, I was 272 pounds because I was overeating. I wasn't exercising. I was isolated at home making these dumbass videos. So say in America we end up getting free healthcare, hypothetically. I don't know, maybe Luigi's gonna pull some strings for us. I'm not sure that people in the fat acceptance or people that are super morbidly obese would take advantage of having free healthcare and pursuing weight loss if they had the opportunity to see a doctor for free. This post is just an example of me making an excuse for why I am fat, especially because at the time I did have accessibility to see the doctor. Like, I had insurance, I had money, I had time. Trigger warning, Angelica in her underpants again.
I don't have to sweeten my delivery to make it work for Todd. I mean, who is Todd?
You know, like, I made these posts for myself or for other people in the fat acceptance body positive community, but now as I'm reflecting back, I'm wondering how many people that have fat fetishes watch these videos and get a little excited, because I'm not the only person that is obese and jumping around in a bra and panties on the line. I'm disgusted. I no longer want to be perceived. Here's some quotes that probably were never said. You're so fat. Happy I don't look like you. No one wants to see this. Why is your ugly fat ass on my FYP? You're promoting obesity. You are gonna teach people to kill themselves from diabetes. I hope you never reproduce because we don't need more ugly people like you on earth. Go kill yourself before you die of a heart attack. Pig emoji, pig snout emoji. Like I've mentioned in some of my other videos, my past self, and I think people on the internet still do, make up fake quotes to make content. I mean, sure, maybe someone has commented these things on other people's posts, but usually how the algorithm works is if you are interacting with content, then you'll be shown more of the same content. And if you're not in the fat acceptance community, unless your video goes super viral, I don't think people are critiquing you very regularly, unless they're going out of their way to find fat acceptance content to comment on. The caption on this one reads, random person on the internet. You're promoting obesity and gonna die by 30. Maybe you go unalive yourself before your heart gives out. Again, not too sure this is a direct quote from anyone, but it's so ironic of me being I'm gonna mind my own business, because it's girl, you should be minding your own business. Get on that scale and figure out what the hell's going on, because that is part of your business. This one's very loaded, so we're gonna have to pause. When you realize the diet industry is worth $7 billion, shook. And how people have been trained to hate fatness, so they're constantly trying to lose weight. You know, because there are absolutely no consequences of being obese. But dieting and weight loss is not sustainable. So people fail and continue to buy the new trendy diet foods and weight loss surgeries, and the cycle never stops. So it is true that 95% of diets fail, but it is because those are fad diets and people aren't pursuing a lifelong journey worth of weight loss. There are people that have lost a significant amount of weight and kept it off for years and years and years, but that is because they developed healthy, sustainable habits that have helped them lose weight and keep it off. And what I find so interesting about this like fat acceptance talking point is that they always talk so much about like how much the diet industry is worth, but they never go on to talk about how much like the food industry is worth or like the healthcare industry is worth, because if you are morbidly obese, it is because you ate too much fucking food. And they always cherry pick what they want to talk about, especially when they talk about the food industry, because they'll talk about how it is made to be highly addictive and it's, what is that one word? And it's extremely palatable, but then they won't acknowledge that they have food addiction or they struggle with overeating because the food is fucking good. I mean, who can just have one Reese's peanut butter cup? Who can just have 4 potato chips? But of course, it's fine to critique the diet industry and how much money they make off of people wanting to lose weight. Don't get me wrong, I think the diet industry should be critiqued because I think a lot of businesses that are in the diet industry promote gimmicky miracle products instead of helping people develop healthy habits that could help them lose weight and keep it off. It's just like the lack of personal responsibility that really gets me when rewatching all these videos, because there's always like someone else or something else to blame about why someone is overweight. When it's like, girl, just fucking look in the mirror. Like, reflect upon what the fuck you ate today. Count your calories and see how much everything you ate is, because you will be astonished at how much higher it is than you think it is. And that is the reason why you're fat, not because you yo-yo dieted. The cycle never stops. The cycle can stop if you choose to make it stop. And I feel like I've already said this 3,000 fucking times already, but if you slowly incorporate better habits into your life over time and keep doing those said things for the rest of your life, weight will come off and stay off. It's not impossible. It's not like rocket science. But honestly, rocket science might be easier to understand than fat acceptance delusion.
I have to sweeten my delivery to make it work for Todd.
Oh, look at the timing on this. Fourth corner. When random men on the internet tell me to lose weight because fat women aren't hot. And then the caption says, who is Todd? I don't care anyway. You know, I do think there is like the fresh and fit men on the internet that, you know, like troll women and are degrading and stuff like that. And maybe those type of men would comment this. But again, I think it's something that like probably didn't happen. At the same time, I don't care if anyone else finds me attractive, because the only mans that I'm concerned about is my fiance, and somehow miraculously he has loved me through all stages of my life, including the fat acceptance one. A lot of people in the fat acceptance movement will be like, well, if you don't find fat people attractive, then you are fat phobic, or if you have preferences that don't include fat people, you're fat phobic. And I just want to say that I disagree. Like, if you don't want to date a fat person, then you don't have to date a fat person, and it doesn't make you a bad person for not wanting to be with a fat person, especially because being obese has so many repercussions, and you never know like what could happen to a partner that is severely overweight. Health problems are stressful, and you know, if you have a lot of health problems, that may even result in an early departure. Here's another underwear shot. Captain Underpants here.
Today I'd like to take a moment to glorify obesity. Ooh, yes.
I'm just quite honestly speechless. It's really the belly for me. It's the belly to boob ratio for me. I got like twice as much belly as I do boobs, which says a lot because I do not have a small chest. I think obviously the person that made this sound was using it as a joke, because a lot of people do say that people in the fat acceptance community are promoting obesity, but people in the fat acceptance community usually deny doing that. But I personally think from this video and like a lot of the other things that I posted in the past that I was like promoting obesity. I was showing you like, hey, there's nothing wrong with this, come join me. Well, I'm pretending it's not that bad to be fat. Meanwhile, when I'm not recording, I'm quite literally fucking miserable. All right, here is another one.
Overweight or obese, swipe off this video. We should not be on your For You page.
My reply to that is, they shouldn't be on anyone's FYP because obesity is a made-up term to justify cruel treatment to fat people. Spelled people wrong. Purple, fat purple. And guys, here I am with a Polar Pop. I just know Diet Dr. Pepper was in that. In case you didn't know, when I was at one of my lowest points in my life, I would finally roll out of bed around 9, 10. I know that's probably not very late for some people, but it was for me. And I would muster up the energy to go down to the local Circle K every single day, and I would get a Diet Dr. Pepper. I don't know if they still have this, but Circle K used to, or still does, have like a soda club for like $5 a month. You can get a soda every single day. You know, a nice little subscription to some sweet, bubbly, sugary beverages. If you see me with the Polar Pop in any of these videos, just know I ain't doing good. I disagree that obesity is a term made up to justify cruel treatment to fat people, because obesity is a very moral, neutral word. Obesity is a medical term for people that are severely overweight. I think it's so interesting that people in the fat acceptance community, or like my past self, would get so triggered by the word obesity, but it would be fine to call themselves fat. Again, with the cherry picking. And if you're so comfortable being fat, I don't think the word obesity should trigger you so much, but I think it triggered me back then because I knew that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to. I was being a naughty fat girl. And also this cow print pullover that is also an indicator of the worst period of my life. That was about the only thing I wore back then. So that's enough for this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like this video, and if you enjoy me, make sure to subscribe because I'm posting a video every single day until Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Peace.